All praises to the Most High. Fair use. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances is made for fair use for the purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. So this is we want to thank Sister Deborah with the Proverbs School of Wisdom, the channel. This is a very good subject here, and I just want to point out something right here because she's talking about civics, and I just want to point out something right here. And let me make sure. Let me make sure I'm thinking right. Let me go back a little bit and hear her say what I was going to comment on. And stop it again.
The libels read by them. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? Can we do the same thing? They said that they feel disgusted by what South Africa is saying. Can we do the same thing? Because I'm going to tell you right now, I do feel disgusted when you have these people who say that black people are the worst threat. They basically try to make it seem like the worst threat to the whole world.
Okay, so what she's saying, and go watch this good video, what she's saying is the South Africans are accusing, are saying that we all know what the small hats did to over there's prophecy, what they're doing over there now is prophecy, but they're saying it's genocide. They said they're killing them all. Okay? So we all know it is. Everybody in the world know it is. But didn't the Bible say that these small hats were the, out of all of the people, these people, he said these group of people that say they are the small hats, but are not, and they do lie. He said, but these particular group of people, they the chosen. They call themselves the chosen ones now. So they're a small group of people. He said they are the chief worship house of the Satan, of the devil. So in other words, they practice the business of the devil more than any other people in their whole race. They are the most wicked people. And, the Bible said earth is given into the hands of the wicked. And so we know these people run the earth. These people, they were set up to look like the religious. See, here's the thing, what y'all got to think about. Now, here we got the popes. They saying Christianity. Now, on one hand, our United States government is worshiping Christianity, right? She got a good point here. Can we say the same thing? Let's focus on that. Don't forget that. But I want to show you something about the United States government. They're hypocrites. They're the biggest hypocrites on earth. They say they set up their whole religious system by this secret treaty of Verona that came from the popes, right? For 1,000 years, those popes ran religion. They ran everything. They ran the document of discovery. They watched over it. They watched over spreading the image of the beast across the earth and making people bow down and worship it or die. The image of the beast. Everybody, we all know what that is, right? Somebody that don't know, ask somebody that do know. because the Israelites know. So y'all need to catch up, man, because we talking undercover and in codes now. So if they with the Pope, they helped set up the whole religious system that set up the world. Look at the secret treaty of Verona. That's who they worship. That's who they worship with. The Catholic system, right? That's the Pope, the Catholic. They taught this, they went to school, they built this country on their Catholic system. But then they go get these people right here, the smile hats, and set them up in our land and say, now, these are God's chosen people. Now, you got some people over here who don't hate, who they set the people up who do not believe in Yahweh, like they do, like their whole religious system. But say they raise these people up and put them on a pedestal and said, these are the religious people. They go out in this land. These are God's chosen people. So, you see what I'm saying? You can't straddle the fence and have it both ways. In other words, you would have to say they were illiterate or they were stupid. They couldn't connect the dots. The United States ain't never been stupid, man. They never would have set up two religions that were at odds with each other, that were controversial to each other. They set up two religions and they fought against each other. The doctrines clash against each other. They're both saying that the Bible's saying two different things. And they set both of those religions up to be a light, a Lucifer on the earth. You see what happened? You see? Now y'all starting to see, now this is...
Where's the same, man? You were really here.
You know it. Regular changes to your furnace filter can keep your bill from going off guilty.
Okay. Sorry about that.
I'm going to tell you right now, I do feel disgusted when you have these people who say that black people are the worst threat.
Okay. So I don't understand why we're reporting on what they're saying about us. We know why and what they're saying, and we know what they're saying and why they're saying it, right? We know what they're saying. We know what the world is, but now God is changing it and turning it around. So United States, we know what they did. They were playing let's you and them fight. We're gonna lock the real children out, and we're gonna set all these other people up with a whole new religion. They're gonna set like they're the reason why they set all the religions up. The United States set all the religions up. Even the cobblestone over there. They support that and set it up, and they keep everybody at odds. Now Africa is speaking out against their genocide. And when the United Nations described genocide, it said everything that they did to us. That was genocide, but they knew the definition of genocide. The United Nations, the people who are there, because Africa is asking, look at her story. Africa is asking the United Nations to charge Israel with genocide. And they said, okay. They said, and then they explained, they took the charge to them. Now look what Africa is doing. You got to indict the people first. Here's how you bring charges on a people. If the country that have invited those people in here, which is the United States have invited those people over here they've been doing business with them since they came over here and set up colonies, and they came over here with these people. And they have did what they have described as genocide to us first for over 500 years. They did it to us first. And here the United Nations knew the definition of genocide. They knew what they were doing was what they called genocide, was illegal all those years. Right? But they say, you know, I ain't gonna get to the Bible verse yet. Y'all know the Bible verse. We said, we all know they're never going to count themselves guilty. That's why God got to give them such a hard punishment. 3 strikes. It's more than 3 strikes. It's 500 years worth of strikes. And more. 3 strikes, you out. No, they out. They all the way out. So here's what we're saying. It is happening. It is happening to them. They always want to throw up Jacob's trouble to us, like Big Levi says. They always want to throw up Jacob's trouble to us. Well, let me get back to her video so I won't look like I'm making a video off of her video. Sister Deborah, we got to do the same thing they are saying to do. They're accusing them of genocide. We have to accuse those people. When they say America, the black people is this and that, that's all bull crap. And it's easily proven, as everybody knows, history proved them to be the people who did it to us. So how can the people who, the criminal, the terrorists, turn and look at us, the people who they have beat in the ground, and say, look at them laying down there all acting like they hurt. They ain't hurt. We just beat the hell out of them, but they ain't hurt. Look how they still laying down there crying. Oh, they harming us by crying. Now everybody gonna see what we done to them. Oh, that's harming us. Lock them up. Stop them from hurting. Stop them from crying. Lock them up for crying. Lock them up for bleeding. They harming us. We the Jews. We the small hats. They're harming us. Don't let them holler. What's that, Gwendolyn? Gwendolyn on Beowulf? They harming me for being happy? We are harming them for indicting them. And they turned around on us and said, you're harming us. And that's what they do. That's their little game they play to get out of the charges when people bring them up on charges. But we have to do it as a great number of people. We have to hold them accountable when they say, such and such and such, okay, take his money. No, we got to go out in numbers. Stop doing what we doing. Shut their businesses down, right? We got to shut their businesses down and everything, right? We got to shut their businesses down. And we have to, excuse me, I got to get that off, that's a commercial.
And Bob has Parkinson's. He needs more.
Let's get back in there. All right. I probably should stop anyway. I'm at the end of my road. So, yeah. We got to do what they're doing. I'm going to let you hear what she's saying this last little part here. We got to do what we got to bring charges. We all hurting. We all suffer from what they done to us. And they know it. It's on record. They bragged about holding us in captivity and slavery. And they're holding the same system in place that harmed us from the beginning, and they won't stop. And they got our stuff. They got our resources. Dane Calloway, he's got a good plan and program he's running. Only one problem, he wants to build the nations back up without the Most High. He's going to fail. He's nothing but a cult. He's just like them. Nobody's going to follow him. He want to buy some land and go over there and start, because he figured out, like Sister Deborah is figuring it out. She's teaching civics, and we're figuring it out. what's in this law here. They know they destroyed us. Their parents destroyed us. Then what did they make? What did Lincoln and what did the rights of indigenous people and what did they know? They got the law. They know what genocide is. Genocide is. What did they decide for us? We already got it. The law. We know what they decided. It's in the law. All we got to do is hold those signs up and hold the people who charge us to it. Go to their rallies and hold it up. These are our gripes. We ain't voting for nobody. We're holding. There's 2 million people down here with signs. Y'all ain't going to no poll and vote for nothing with our resources. Y'all owe us for taxes. Y'all stole from us ever since you started collecting taxes. We want all of that back. We want you to get off of our land, move aside. And if you want to be civil about it, then just start building houses, man. Just start building houses with water systems and everything like that. We might want solar systems. We want all of that built. When it says 40 million of us, so you get busy and start building us a community in the middle of your communities. We want a full running, thriving community with the hospitals, the stores, the farms, the animals. We want all of that. Maybe 50,000 in a community, and keep going like that, and go around in circles and go make a whole state where we're all together, until you got 40 million people put together. At least 50,000 in every community. Get 50,000. Got to be 50,000 where we'll have a good police force and a good security, a good thriving community that's working and marketing ourselves to each other. Yeah, we don't want no money. Y'all money fake, man. We just want a community that's going back to trading, growing what we growing, and bartering each other. And if we want a money system, we can make our own money. Everybody's doing it. Even Cuba everybody got their own little money, man. We can do it ourselves till Christ come back. We got to get away from them. So it ain't like we getting out of slavery. They still got them guns and nukes. Christ still got to come and deliver us from that. We're not looking for long term. We just got to get away from them because they're poisoning us in the hospitals, in their schools, with their food, with their with education, with everything, the police force. We got to get away from these people, man. So we got to start having thriving communities, and their law and international law says that they got to take resources and put our communities together like we want it, man. We did them. Look how they living. Ukraine and all them people come over here and they give them houses. They build them houses, and they're not gonna send us out in the jungle and drop some wood off and say, y'all get going here, build your houses, build your water system. No, they got to go do all of that. They took our land that we were on from our ancestors and enslaved the children. Y'all did us wrong, man. And if you don't want us to tell you wrong and what God gonna do, Most High gonna do to you when He get back, then start fixing us up, man. If you want to be blessed when you get back, when we get in our kingdom, it's gonna be hell to tell the captain if y'all don't start fixing us up, man. So yeah, this is a good opportunity to teach. I like what she's saying after this, though. Okay, let's listen to a little bit. Something ain't going right here. Let's see. Can you fire stick freeze? Okay. Let's see. All praises to the Most High, man.